it, then don't listen.
Church family, what's going on? It's your boy HeIsMellowD, Mellow, Jalil, Drippy, whatever you want to call me. And we are back with another episode of I'ma Shut Up Podcast. This is episode 38, our first live episode. I hope everyone's having a good day out there. If you're not having a good day, go do something to make sure that you have a good day, because who's in charge of your happiness? You are. Like I said, this is episode 38, and before I get started, let's congratulate us on our first live episode. Clap it up. And you see I got my co-host here, my beautiful pregnant wife who is being accosted by our dog, Storm, who wants to usually be my co-host, but she can't right now. But yeah, I want you to like, share, follow, subscribe, retweet, repost, all of that good stuff to this podcast so this podcast can grow. We are being attacked by our dogs right now, so don't mind us. But yeah, like I said, it's episode 38. So this is our Kurt Schilling episode. That was a baseball player from like my childhood, and I think he played for the Phillies. I'm not really into baseball, but I remember his name, and I looked him up, and he wears number 38. So that's today's episode. So as you guys can see, like I said, I'm here with my baby.
Hi. Hello.
You see, she's carrying my baby.
Yeah, last time you seen me, I was pregnant, but not just pregnant, so.
Yeah, so she's pretty big right now. You know, it's hard for her to move around a little bit and all that stuff, but she's managing. We're doing well. We're doing well.
I'm loving it regardless. So excited.
Yes, it's great. We're Stud Junior. I see your comment. I'm squinting a little bit because the phone is kind of far, but I hope everyone's mental spirits are high. I'm pretty much just going to do the episode kind of how I usually do it, and just interact with you guys through the lives and everything. So as I usually get into my little weekend recap, which was cool. You know, I just worked. Really, I went to go see my cousin Corey. Shout out to him and his girlfriend, fiance. I don't know, his girlfriend or fiance, Joanna, and him. Their daughter Niall had her first birthday, so shout out to that. Yeah, and then I just worked and we watched State Property 1 and 2. So that's why Angela is here. She's gonna give you guys her review on the movies. So, babe, how did you feel about State Property 1?
So, do you want to hold it like...
Oh yeah, I'll hold it like we're reporters. Okay, so State Property 1. How did you feel about State Property 1, the first one?
State Property 1 was interesting movie. It was good. It was decent enough to watch. Not a great movie. Not great acting, but it was good. I'm not mad at it.
Could you see why, as a child, I might have been afraid of being seated? Or beans?
Yes, because, I mean, it's just clearly nothing is a joke to him. Life is not funny. Life is not funny. He was getting mad at people for laughing at life, so... and just shooting people's hands off, and which I have a question. Don't you roll up with both hands, not just one?
It is possible that you can roll up with two hands. I wore one hand. I had to do it when my pinky was all broken and jacked up, but I used my cast as like a guide, so maybe in theory, like
he's still kind of using both.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he could have used the hand that got shot that was wrapped up. He could have just like used it as a guide or something, you know? Would you say that you have a favorite character from State Property 1?
Not really. Did you have a favorite character? Is that a...
I mean, my favorite character, this is kind of weird, because if you really think about it, and when you look back and you watch State Property, my favorite character was Blizz, and that's Memphis Bleak, but Blizz actually did most of the killing, so it's like, how am I afraid of Beans because of what he was doing, but Blizz was the one who was killing most of the people, you know? Like, yeah, it kind of messed me up there. I just thought Liz was kind of cool in the movie, but that would probably be my favorite character. How did you feel about the plot?
It wasn't like a great plot, like take over the city. I'm not really big into like basic plots like that, but I mean, it was a plot, and I guess he nearly succeeded to do it. So, Jimmy Dash's character, nothing.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just realizing they never brought that girl back from the end in the second state property.
No, they didn't. Well, yeah. Well, you're getting ahead of yourself.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
You're getting ahead of yourself. But alright. So overall, what would you give the grade of the first state property?
A grade?
Yes.
A C.
A C. Okay. I would maybe rate it more like a C plus, maybe a B minus, something like that. But a C is not bad. It's still passing. So, off to state property 2. How did you feel about that one?
In my opinion, state property 2 should have never been made. They backtracked a lot on state property 1's like storyline. It kind of seemed like fans just wanted a state property 2, and they're like, how can we backtrack and kind of make it happen? And I was honestly on my phone for a lot of it because it was not.
Unfortunately, I do have to agree. State property 2. I haven't seen it since I was like a child, and then rewatching it, yeah, it was like it tried to be like a comedy movie, and it just wasn't hitting how it was supposed to. I don't know.
It didn't get interesting till the very end with the little plot twist of the setup.
Yeah.
That was the only thing that kind of became interesting about it.
That is true. I will agree. But yeah, so what would you give grade for state property 2? Stop.
Probably a B.
I think that is generous. That is good.
Yeah, B minus.
I won't even cry.
I don't want to say F because it wasn't completely terrible, but like I said, the plot twist at the end kind of saved it for me, but still.
Understandable. So, nextly, I hope you guys enjoyed Angela's hood movie reviews. I don't know. We'll probably watch some other ones later because you guys was giving me a bunch of suggestions on that post about it. So we'll probably watch some more, and she'll give you guys some more at another time. But nextly, I wanted to talk about this, and I'm gonna use these topics right here because I got Angela with me. And so I just wanted to ask you, babe, because I've been seeing this being passed around, particularly like today and yesterday. It's a girl who posted this. She says, "You nutting as soon as I sit on it is crazy," right? And it's like, okay, I understand that, but I want to know, what is the bounce limit? So like, what is the bounce limit? As soon as, like, you know, what is the bounce limit? What would you say the bounce limit is?
Like, what's the minimum?
Yes, what is the minimum bounces that is acceptable, I guess, for...
I feel like it's more like duration rather... I feel like it's more like duration rather than bounces, because who counts their bounces?
I don't know, man. You gotta think, like... I feel like 17 bounces is pretty good for like a minimum. What you think?
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's not bad. That's
I don't know.
17. It depends on the woman because some women can bounce really quick and some.
It gotta be full bounces. So it gotta be full bounces. Excuse my pups, but it gotta be full bounces. So it's gotta be like from the top to the bottom. That's one full bounce. It can't be like, because, you know, some girls, you know, like to go fast or the little half bounces, those don't count because that can be like 4 to 6 bounces per minute, and that is a lot, you know. Actually, I should say 4 to 6 bounces per second, because per minute is actually kind of slow. 4 bounces in a minute, that's a little crazy. But yeah. What if there's any women out there watching right now? You guys comment. You tell us, what is the bounce limit? What is the minimum bounce limit? Because like I feel like I agree that if a girl, as soon as she sit down and you busting, that is crazy. But if you last like, I don't know, like at least 46 seconds, you gotta kind of count, like you gotta account that to the girl. It's like, you got the water, so don't blame that on the guy. You gotta blame that on what you have between your legs. That's that's something you gotta carry yourself, and you should wear it as a badge of honor. And I'm telling you that you should wear it as a badge of honor as well. But so you told me you had a story about this. So this is how comfortable we are. This is my wife, and I will listen to her old sex stories because we together now. It don't matter. It's in the past. I don't care no more. Well, I never really cared, and she know I got some dog day stories in me. So yeah. So the mic's yours.
So it's not a long story. I mean, clearly it was just relative to the bounces. Got with a guy, sat down, immediately had to get back up. Immediately. When
you say immediately, is this like
there was no like bounce? I sat down and he lifted me up, and yes.
Now see, that's a bad John. That's a bad John.
It gets worse.
It gets worse.
Yes. Then, you know, the second nut typically you last longer. Supposed to.
Right. I'd agree with that.
Sat back down. Maybe 2 bounces. Had to get lifted back up. And that kind of goes into a previous topic that you had with the one and done. Like, when girls like only have sex with you once and then they don't have sex with you again, there's typically a reason.
Well, I guess you found out.
It was just pointless.
Yeah.
But
now, see, I didn't know it was that bad out there. So now, if it's that bad, okay, I understand where y'all coming from. Cause like I thought y'all was just being like extra, you know, like you bouncing, you riding for at least a good minute, literal a minute. And if y'all don't remember my sex time guidelines, those was like your minimum times. But real shit, if you lay down and do a plank for like 60 seconds, you'll feel how long 60 seconds is. So I understand if it's like, girl, Riley, she got the rapids, and there you go, like you busting within a minute. But just sitting down on it and not even one full bounce, nah, that's a bad Johnski. That is a bad John. So, excuse my dogs, they're acting crazy and shit. This is like all the dog stuff y'all hear. That's usually I cut it out because, you know, I edit my stuff. But with it being live, y'all gotta hear my dogs acting a donkey in the background. But nextly, also too, we're gonna get to know each other a little bit more. Even though we should already kind of know these things, but I don't know. Why not? Where is the wildest place that you've had sex? Now, I will say, one of these spots on my list is us, obviously. So I guess you don't have to tell that story if you don't want to, because I was going to tell it, but you can tell it if you want to use it as yours. I don't know.
I mean, if it's the same spot and it's both crazy for us, then
Yeah, it counts. It counts. It counts.
You want to go through a whole background story?
No, not a full background. Just like a small little like synopsis of how it happened. I'm not gonna get into details of stroke by stroke or play by play. Oh man. Okay, so one of my wildest places is obviously us together, and we was in Runyon Canyon in California, LA. Hey Jada, shout out to Jada. I see her comment on there. We just started. You good? You can go back and watch or listen, whatever.
I did give my review already though.
Oh yeah, you missed the Hood movie review. Yeah. You can go back and watch it. It will be out. But yeah, we was in Runyon Canyon in LA, and I think we was out there just like we was shooting a music video, right? Or were we just out there
at the same time? No, I think it was a different time. I think we were just out there taking the hike. I think we did it a couple times. I don't remember how many times.
I don't really either, but I know it happened a few times. But it was good. It was great. It was amazing. It was thrilling. We were on like, if you ever been to LA and walked up Runyon Canyon, it's like the side of a mountain. Is Diddy done? Yes or no? Yes, I'm talking about that later. That's actually my next topic. So you kind of early. See, look, you was late, but you early on the next topic. See, look at that. What was I saying? But yeah, the Runyon Canyon thing. Very thrilling because we was like on the side of a mountain and it was outside. It was dark, and like you could hear people's like, because people was outside still, you know, like hiking and everything. So you could hear their feet. You could hear people like, you know, their feet and shit in the grass and the dirt. So yeah. Definitely almost got caught, but definitely a good job. Good story. Good.
Beautiful view.
Beautiful view. Beautiful view. Imagine like looking over the side of like a super high mountain and like busting a nut at the same time.
And you're looking at the lights of LA. Like,
it was beautiful. It was beautiful. I could write a song about it. I probably really should. But alright, you wanna go, I guess, with your next one since we shared that one? Or if you don't want to put yourself out there, like I understand. Sure. I know this is me doing this on podcast, so you don't have to.
One of the craziest places I've had sex. Proud, don't judge me. Probably in the back of a truck in a cemetery.
I'm judging you a little bit. Nah, I'm not judging you. Why a cemetery though? Was that like your low spot?
It was just, you know, you drive around town, look for a low spot, and it was already dark out, so figured, what's lower than a cemetery?
Yeah, that's a little wild. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. The cemetery is crazy. Like,
I mean, it was kind of like a back parking lot, so it wasn't like we was over top people's graves or nothing.
Like y'all wasn't in the like little walkway pathway that goes through cemeteries.
I mean, you had to drive through like the path to get to the back, but there was like a parking lot in the back.
Y'all was busting nuts on people's grandmas. That's terrible. That is terrible. But it's okay. I think mine might be a little worse. So the one time, I'm not gonna say no names. I'm gonna keep it very PC, I guess. But like,
say names.
This one girl, she like had me come over, and it's crazy. I should have known this girl was like, she was a smut at the time. I don't know what she is now, but this was years ago. But she had me come over, and as soon as I came over, her daughter like tried to like jump, like climb on me and tried to kiss me in my mouth. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is? I'm like, yo, please get your daughter. And that should have been my sign right there. But I was a young, horny teenager. Yeah, I should have been like, I was like, please get your daughter. And then hindsight, I'm like, yo, her daughter has probably seen her do that so many times because that little girl was only like 2, maybe 3 years old. Right. So, yeah, right. This happens. And I'm like, should I leave? She's like, no, you're good. I'm just going to put her down for her nap, blah, blah, blah. Long story short, she doesn't put her down for her nap. The little girl will not go to bed, or get into bed. So then she like tries to pull me into the bathroom. Well, she does pull me into the bathroom. And like she's holding the door with her hand. And then she's like, starts necking my shit. Not to be so graphic, I'm sorry. But yeah, she just starts necking me. And it's like, her daughter is like bombarding the door, like screaming in the door. And I'm like, yo, should I leave? I can leave. I can come back another time, whenever. I know, but okay, listen, baby. Like, it wasn't bad. So, so yeah, it's like I'm saying, should I leave? But it's like my member is still in that girl's mouth, and she's just like, oh no, like she's like holding the door. This is a bad story, but this really happened. And listen, I've been through some shit. I told you my dog days were doggy days, okay? But I'm a good married man. But yeah. So I'm like, yo, nah, I think I should leave. Like, her daughter is not trying to stop. And then she turns around and puts both hands in the door and like pushes the door like shut. And basically told me, she was like, come on. And yeah, so I did what I had to do. And then I got up out of there in about 13 minutes. Never talked to her again. But yeah, I think my story might beat your story.
Yeah.
My story might beat your story. But so nextly, it was just, I won't even talk about that one because it's not even that wild for real. It was just in the back of a truck or car, kind of whatever that is. But alright, so yes, now we are talking about the diddler. Young Diddy, man. If y'all, obviously everyone knows, his houses was raided in California and Miami. His sons was arrested, and apparently he has fled the scene. Like, he's out of the country, flying over international waters. But I actually just seen something that said they not confiscated. They like stopped his plane, right? They like ordered his plane to land, and apparently Diddy wasn't on the plane. So I don't know what this nigga doing. He got some James Bond shit popping off, but yeah, Diddy is he is wilding. And then on the same day with all of that shit, you got Diddy. His home is raided, as like I just said. A man accused of being the Bad Boy Records founder, drug mule. He was arrested in Miami. As reported by Rolling Stone on Tuesday, Brandon Paul was arrested at Miami Opa-locka Airport on coke and weed-related charges. Paul is mentioned in the much-discussed lawsuit from Rodney Lil Rob Jones, whose allegations were previously called pure fiction by Diddy's lawyer. Paul is specifically facing 1 count of possession of suspected cocaine and 1 count of possession of suspected marijuana candy. Both charges are felonies in Florida. Damn. And he also sold all of his shares to Revolt. Did you hear about that?
No.
You know, like Revolt TV, that was like his TV channel that he like, I don't know if he really created it, but he was like the spokesperson for it, and he was like kind of like the owner type shit. Yeah, so he sold all his shares. Yeah, it's up for Diddy, yo. It's over for that man. Yeah, bro, it's done. Like, he has become slang. Like, no Diddy, there is no coming back from that. There is no coming back from that. He's done. Like, How do you come back from becoming slang, bro? You don't. You do not come back from becoming slang. No Diddy is crazy.
Yeah.
No Diddy.
Especially in replacement of like no homo or
right. Like that's what I'm saying. Like he is done for. He is cooked. That man. That's really crazy, yo. Yo, I keep seeing shit. Sorry, baby. I keep seeing shit that it's like everybody keeps sharing stuff and just talking about it on Twitter. Like Jay-Z is next, and I hope that is not true, yo. Jay-Z is my guy. Like that's who I really grew up on, and it's already fucked up because they already got one of the dudes that I grew up on. Like my dad's two favorite artists was Jay-Z and R. Kelly. Like real shit.
Yeah, R. Kelly.
He had every R. Kelly album. He had every Jay-Z album up to like Kingdom Come or something. But yeah, the Best of Both Worlds albums, all of that shit. That's my childhood. And if it comes out that Jay-Z was on some freak nasty shit too, I don't know what I'm gonna do with myself. That's crazy. And it's probably so true because like them niggas run in the same circles. Diddy, Jay, Art, like I've seen pictures of them from the 90s with like women and shit and they just all together. And I'm like, damn. It's really fucked up. Jay-Z might be the other side of Diddy's coin. And it's like, what the fuck am I gonna do? Who am I gonna recognize as the rap goat? Because you can't be a goat doing crazy shit like that, bro. You just can't. It's not in the rule book. I don't know. I'm sad about that. I really hope that no shit comes out with Jay-Z. Like,
yeah. That
would be crushing. That would really be crushing to me, man. But yeah, so that's pretty much all I had to say about Diddy. And did he do it? Yes, he did. And yeah, man, prayers to all the people who were affected by that guy. And I also keep seeing a lot of y'all share why they raiding Diddy house and not raiding Dan Schneider's house. All I can say is just be patient. Just be patient. It'll probably happen too. It probably won't happen to the extent that my boy is happening to Diddy. What's good, Tank? How you doing, good brother? But yeah, Dan is gonna get his too. But also, Dan, nobody has like filed charges or anything or like a suit against Dan to my knowledge yet. Everyone like they made the documentary. No, I don't think anyone in that documentary has filed charges to him. So
they can't really
like Diddy's
anything if there's no charges.
Like Diddy's house is being raided because he has charges. Like, well, he got crazy accusations in those lawsuits. So that brings in law enforcement and other eyes and stuff to make that man like viable for all the shit that's going on. So they on that man ass. No Diddy. No Diddy. No Diddy is really fucking crazy. Oh man. Well, I told y'all, man, that man is overly freaky. He's always been overly freaky. It's so crazy. Diddy has been like kind of like an underlying theme of this podcast. I've talked about him since like the first or second episode. This is episode 38 and we still talking about this man. I love Angela's face. I miss y'all. We miss you too. Smiles.
Yeah. I feel like a potato right now, but
you're a beautiful pregnant potato. But yeah, man, that shit is just wild. But nextly, what the hell is that? We're being attacked by dogs. Excuse me. Storm, stop. Excuse me. I want to ask, why do pedestrians not respect cars or respect green lights rather? Like, especially driving in Philly. Me doing my Uber thing. And you've done Lyft, so pedestrians do not respect green lights or cars. Why is that a thing? And you know what's the biggest thing that I hate the most? The little fucking tiptoe run that they try to do when it's like when they know they shouldn't be crossing the street at this time, and it's like a run, but it's slower than a regular walk. So it's like, why are you even doing it? Why are you doing that? I don't know, man. I hate that shit. And it's like, Philly just does not respect its drivers.
I feel like everyone in Philly just has, like, a death wish. Like,
They
just take me out. Like, whether they're walking, they're driving, their destination that they're trying to get to is the afterlife. Because they really don't give a fuck about anything.
Yeah, I agree. Philly is just a wild place. And, I don't know, man. I just don't get it. Can you hush up, Ice? But there we go. Alright, babe. Yeah. Alright, guys. Angela's gonna she's gonna dip out now. Thanks, babe, for being on with us.
Thank you for having me. Sorry as I get up.
It's okay. You're good.
Pregnant belly things.
Follow your mom. Oh, man. Go. Alrighty. So, nextly, we gotta get into it because, it seems like hip-hop is finally coming back, bro. And I won't say all the way yet because we need Cole or Drake to respond, and then I will say hip hop is back because it's been on some real kind of whack, kind of bitch kind of shit, and real soft nigga type shit. I don't know. I like when niggas was dissing each other, and one person would diss somebody, and the other person that got dissed would be right up at the radio station within 2-3 hours, and they be dissing that person right back. Bring that shit back. I don't know. But we gotta talk about the Kendrick verse in the with the song Like That, and he's coming at Drake and Cole. And now listen, I'm gonna break this shit down for y'all because I've been seeing some people that I'm cool with, my boys and everything. Some of y'all ain't the biggest Kendrick fan, and it's like y'all trying to say this and this verse was weak, and you tripping because, bro, the nigga was going crazy. From the first line, these niggas talking out of their necks. Obviously, he's talking about Cole and Drake. Don't pull no coffin out of your mouth. I'm way too paranoid for a threat. Dog. That's a direct shot at Cole, that don't pull no coffin out of your mouth. Because if you remember, in first person shooter, I think Cole's opening line was first person shooter mode, returning your song to a funeral, right? Funeral, coffin, you see it. So that's what we starting off from the rip. Then the next one, DOT, the money, power, and respect. The last one is better. That is at Drake, because we know Drake, he's the richest artist, right? He got the most money. He got the most. He probably got the most pulling power in the music industry, where he can make hits. He can, he got the power, but he don't got the respect, which is the pen. People don't respect Drake's pen like they respect Kendrick's pen. You see what I'm saying there? That's a shot at Drake. Then the next line, say, it's a lot of goofies with a check. Another shot at Drake. Because y'all know, Drake had the album, For All the Dogs. For All the Dogs. Goofy. Goofy is a dog. You see the reference? Goofy's with a check. Goofy's with money, because he got bread. Or Goofy's with a check because Drake is signed to Nike, bro. Or he got, I think he signed to Nike. Yeah, he got Nike sneaks. But this is what I'm talking about. That boy Kendrick was barring this man up. No pun intended. Back up, Summer. Where we at now? Then you do the, I hope them sentiments symbolic. My temperament bipolar, I choose violence. He's shooting at both of them again because he's saying, I hope them sentiments is symbolic. As in, on first person shooter mode, again, they were talking about the big three and how it's, it's the big three. It's Kendrick and them. Everybody knows who the big three is. And he's saying, I hope that is symbolic shit, but I'm coming right at y'all. I'm choosing violence. I'm coming directly at you. This is what rap has been missing. He says, okay, let's get it up. It's time for him to prove that he's a problem. That is a shot at Cole, because what has J. Cole been doing on the past 6 months to the past year? J. Cole has been on the craziest feature run, bodying everybody. So, he's telling me to prove that shit. I'm coming at you, come body me. Pause. No Diddy. What else? And then, this is one of the hardest lines in the joint too, because this is just crazy wordplay. It's the niggas clicking up, but cannot be legit, no 40 water. If y'all didn't know, there was a group in the 90s called The Click, and one of the rappers was actually named Be Legit in the group. And his cousin is E40. Do you see how everything is tied together, bro? That nigga, his pen is crazy. You gotta respect it. His pen is ridiculous. And then obviously this is probably one of the most head-on lines in the drawing. Yeah, get up with me, fuck sneak this in first person shooter. I hope they come with 3 switches. Yeah, we know that's a straight shot at both of them because he named the song. He mentioned the song in the line. Now, these lines right here, I crash out like fuck rap, this Melly Mel if I had to. Got 2 T's with me saying, I don't really know what he meant there, and I'm not gonna try to break it down. I know I could obviously go to Rap Genius and find it, but this is just me breaking it down myself, right? So then, the other straight, like the most straight on line in the drawing, motherfuck the big 3 is just the big me. Obviously, he's telling you niggas, no, we're not on the same level. It's me, and then it's y'all 2 niggas. Yeah. Then the best work is a light pat. Nigga, Prince outlived Mike Jack. Nigga, that is disrespectful. That's disrespectful. You went crazy right there. Because it's like, obviously, Prince did outlive Michael Jackson. But it's also, too, Prince had, like, more of the artistry. And that's more a music sense. And I think that's where he's also going to as well. Like, my music will outlive your music. And I don't know, that he does kind of have a point. Like, Drake might just be the biggest rapper right now, but it's like, bro, Kendrick won a fucking, what did he win, a Pulitzer Prize, I think, for a rap album? That is unheard of. Yeah, that nigga's different. Excuse me. And then obviously the last line. For all your dogs getting buried, that's okay with all these 9s. He gonna see Pet Cemetery. Bro. For all your dogs getting buried, obviously. And then you go into that's okay with all these 9s. He gonna see Pet Cemetery. Now, that's AK. Like, AK, that's the gun, AK-47. With all these 9s. So, Kendrick is saying that he's an AK, the big gun. And then you got the 9s, Drake and Cole, who are the little guns. He's gonna kill them niggas. Or you could take it as that's okay, him talking about himself, with all these nines because he's a top dog and the rest of these niggas is just nines and he's still gonna kill him. So you see what I'm saying? Like, Kendrick went crazy on this verse, and at the end of the day, bro, I just hope Drake or Cole responds. I know Cole he's in like album mode right now, so I feel like we should be getting some. Like, if we don't get anything by Friday, I don't know, bro. We might have to call these niggas soft. Like, and it's like, how do you argue that they not soft? Because why is y'all not saying nothing? You know, like, why is you not saying nothing? It has been a whole week and you not saying nothing. Drake dropped back to back 2 days after that shit. Like, charged up and back to back came within 2 days, bro. What is going on? Where are you at, Drake? Come on up, Sway. My other co-host is back. But yeah, where are you at, Drake? Like I said, back to back, drop within like 2 or 3 days. You dropped 2 whole diss songs on me within 2 to 3 days. And we going on what? Day 5? Day 6? Where you at, bro? Seeming a little shaky. And you doing that fucking motivational speech as a, like, I guess a response. That ain't no response, niggas. Get in the booth. Rap. This is the perfect chance for you to put them ghostwriter allegations away. Even though if you come out with some super crazy shit, people are still gonna say, nah, Drake has a ghostwriter. So, and they're gonna say like, oh, Drake's ghostwriter went crazy. And but still, you gotta come out with something. And then Cole, you the guy. You've been killing everything lately. So it's time, bro. When I said it's going on 5-6 days, y'all niggas need to pop out with something. I think the best way for Drake to win the beef, whatever, is, you know the part of the Like That song where Metro went stupid on the beat, like he was just chopping the shit up, that part. Drake gotta loop that shit. He should loop that shit for like 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes, and just go absolutely crazy. He has to go absolutely crazy right there. And in my opinion, if he does that, he wins. He wins. Niggas is still acting a little sassy though. I seen that Rick Ross, Nav, Future, a couple other people, like, they didn't all unfollow Drake. Shit is crazy out here in these rapping streets. That's what we're reporting on. Niggas being unfollowed. But I did also see something online that I thought I would want to share with you guys, obviously, so that's what I'm going to do. It's like Future and Drake are beefing kind of through the albums. Have y'all seen this yet? So it's like, alright, so you know on Drake's album, he got a song called Slime You Out. Now on this Future and Metro album, they got Slimed In. Then Drake got Furthest Thing. Future and Metro got Claustrophobic. Drake got The Shoe Fits. Future and Metro got Cinderella. Drake got Trust Issues. Future and Metro got We Don't Trust You. Won't Be Late by Drake. Running Out of Time by Future. Treacherous Twins by Drake. Where My Twin At by Future. A Night Off by Drake. Everyday Hustle by Future. And then I Don't Give a Fuck by Drake. And What the Fuck You Mean by Future. I don't know. Maybe they are kind of battling through the songs, but that was just like a definite stretch. I just thought it was funny, and I wanted to share it with you guys. But nextly, we got to get into our quick current event, and it's not quick, but it's actually very tragic. And this is probably the most current that our current event has ever been. because the shit happened literally today. And so we'll get into that. Tragedy in Baltimore. Cargo ship collides with a bridge, causing partial collapse and search for missing people. Early on Tuesday, March 26, 2024, at approximately 1:30 a.m., a major bridge in Baltimore, the Francis Scott Key Bridge, was partially collapsed after being struck by a large cargo ship. The ship, identified as the Dally, lost power before colliding with a support column, causing a section of the bridge to buckle and plunge into the Patapsco River. I hope I said that right, Patapsco. The incident resulted in a chaotic scene with vehicles and construction workers falling into the water. Emergency responders, search and rescue operations. Oh, excuse me, I messed up where I was looking at. Emergency responders rushed to the scene to conduct search and rescue operations. As of now, there are no reports of people being rescued, and tragically, at least 6 individuals remain missing. Maryland Governor Wes Moore declared a state of emergency to address the crisis and coordinate rescue efforts. Excuse me. The cause of the power loss on the cargo ship is still under investigation by the authorities. The collapse of the Francis Scott Key Bridge has caused significant disruption to the transportation in Baltimore. Obviously, the fucking bridge collapsed. But the bridge carries Interstate 695 over the Patapsco River, and its closure has severely impacted traffic flow. Officials are urging residents to avoid the area and use alternative routes until further notice. So, yeah, man. The bridge collapsed. If y'all seen that video was crazy, bro. Like, have you seen the video, babe?
Mm-hmm.
The video, the fucking bridge literally just falls. And it's like, people is online saying like, oh, they blew the bridge up. Like, dog. I don't get it. First of all, what did you see any explosives in the video? No, you didn't. So, what are you talking about? They blew it up. Maybe a 200, what was it, like a 2,000 pound? Yeah, I don't think that I'm saying that right. But the shit was like 2,000 tons. That's how much it weighed. The cargo ship hit a fucking bridge. It's gonna take it out. You know how much 2,000 tons is? 1 ton is 2,000 pounds. So 2,000 times 2,000. That's a lot. Actually, what is 2,000 times 2,000? Now I want to know. That's 4 million pounds. God damn. That's a lot. Yeah.
I see there's an update on missing people. They only found 1 person. The other 6 are presumed to be dead at this point, so they're waiting until the morning to go back out to search for them.
Damn. Well, if you guys heard that, Angela just said an update. They did find 1 person, but the other 6 people are presumed to be dead, and they're still searching right now, or are they ending searching, you said?
It's suspended until the morning.
The searches are suspended till the morning. Prayers to everybody affected. That shit is crazy, but no, the bridge didn't blow up. Y'all gotta stop with the conspiracy shit. Like, I get it on some things, but not shit like that. So, yeah. Nextly, off of the serious shit, I've talked about Jalen Green, another person that's kind of like a recurring topic on this podcast. But the latest fiasco in the Jalen Green saga is a model has now come out and said that she just had Jalen Green's baby last month. But she obviously kept it on a hush. But now because Jalen Green is going public, I guess, with Drea and everything, she like, nah, nigga, you not gonna make my baby the like side baby or like the shadow baby that nobody's gonna know about. They're gonna know about my baby too. So yeah, she claims that she had this baby last month, while a stripper is now claiming that she has the same due date as Drea. If this is true, Jalen Green would have 3 children within the span of 12 months. What is wrong with you young niggas, bro? I'm not even going to go into it no more. I'm just like, it's like beating a dead horse. Like, I guess this is what you niggas want to do. And depending on where you live, like, you better hope you live in a state where they put, like, a cap on child support. Because if you don't, bro, see, they gonna fuck your pockets up like no other. So, I mean, I hope you have a very long, fruitful career, because if you don't, dog, it's gonna get very dark for you out here. And, yeah, man, I don't know. I just don't get it, bro. And, nextly, I wanted to tell you guys a little story about myself, about how I played myself, or this is, no, not played myself, but this is the one of the worst times that I've ever gotten played. I got, you know? I got scammed right in my face, basically. So, I'm going to just tell y'all about the story real quick and just get into it. So, a few years ago, I was working at this pizza store, and I forget what else I was doing. But I was doing something, I was working as a trash man. So, it's like, and I was living at home with my mom. So, I was kind of caked up a little bit. Had a couple extra $100 in my pocket just floating around like, oh, what should I do with this, you know? So, I'm working at the pizza store. In comes this guy, right? Dude had on a Best Buy shirt and black pants or whatever, right? So I'm like, oh, alright. Nigga work at Best Buy. He walked up to me and he's like, yo, bro, you want to buy this MacBook? Now, mind you, I told you he had on a Best Buy shirt. So I'm like, that's not too out of the ordinary. You see a dude in a Best Buy shirt, black dude, he got a wave cap on. You think he's asking you if you want to buy a MacBook. You like, oh, this nigga probably just stole a MacBook from Best Buy and now he's trying to sell it to me. I'm like, alright, cool, yeah, no worry, yeah, what's up? He brings in the MacBook, brings it into the pizza store. Now, dog, I gotta tell you, this nigga, his scam was like, it was amazing, bro. He really had that shit together. He had it in an Apple box, like in an Apple MacBook box. He had something that looked like a MacBook wrapped up very tightly in fucking plastic wrap and bubble wrap. And you see, as soon as you open it, you see the Apple sticker. So I'm like, alright, bet, yeah, like, I'm not about to open up all the shit or whatever, I don't know. I should have, but I'm like, I'm not about to rip up all the plastic, because what if I don't buy it? So I see the Apple's logo, see all that shit, bro. And I'm like, alright, yeah, word, how much you want for it? He like, let me get 200. He's like, yeah, you know, I just grabbed this joint, you know what, I'm just gonna make a quick flip, let me just get 200. I'm like, alright, bet. I go to the back to grab my coat where I had my wallet at, which I probably shouldn't have did that. I should have had my wallet on me, kept it on me. That was crazy I was doing that. But I trusted the people I worked with, but whatever. Get the bread out and give him the bread. Right? So I'm hyped. I'm like, yeah, bro, I just got a nice ass MacBook for $200. I'm lit. I'm like, yeah. My boss, she's like, oh, that's cool. Let us see it, you know? Let us see the MacBook that you just paid $200 for. So I'm like, all right, bet. I open it. Bro, I start to rip the plastic off. I don't know what this nigga had, but he had something that was like, it was just flat and heavy that he had wrapped so many times in duct tape. And just slapped the fucking Apple logo in the middle of that bitch. And then fucking bubble wrapped this shit. And then had a fucking, had an extension cord. Just like a wrapped up extension cord. And rubber band and everything. In the box. So, yes. This nigga he peeled off on me too. Because as soon as I gave him the bread, he left. He left. He like, alright, yeah, I'm out. Nigga left the entire complex. I paid $200 for a fucking extension cord. I paid $200 for an extension cord. And I still got that extension cord to this day. Because I paid $200 for that shit. So, of course I'm gonna keep it. Like, but dog, I felt so played. Like, he played the shit out of me. And it's like, it's really nobody's fault but my own. Because I guess I should have opened the shit more to see what was going on in there. But, yeah, nah, bro. Whoever that nigga was, this shit happened in Sicklerville in like 2017, 18. Were we together? We weren't together yet, were we?
I don't think so.
So, alright, so probably like 2016. 2016, back when, what's that pizza place? What's it called now? Amato's. It used to be Brioles. Y'all remember Sicklerville 2016 era? I used to work there. That's when that happened. Whoever you are, nigga, if I kind of remember your face. You was a big nigga though, so I might just take that L because it also was like, I don't know, 8 years ago. But yeah, I just had to tell y'all how I got scammed and played so bad, bro. That's not even the. Nah, that probably is. That's the worst time that's ever happened to me. The worst time I ever got, like, I got played for a fool so badly. And it's like, what do you even do after that? You just have people laugh at you. And it's just like, I started thinking to myself, like, it's not that bad. You had the bread, you know, you had the money. That's why you was able to just spend it because you had the bread. No, bro, I was sick as shit. That nigga really got me for that $200, and I felt dumb as fuck. I felt so dumb. That shit still hurts me to this day. Oh, man. Yeah, definitely learned my lesson. So, take that. Learn from me, people. Somebody selling you some shit on the street, thoroughly check it. Don't just open it up. And because your looks can be deceiving. Right, make sure they turn it on, make sure the screen ain't broke, all of that shit. Because looks can be deceiving, bro. I literally paid $200 for a fucking, like, a hard piece of glass and an extension cord. Played the shit out of myself. But, yeah, man, those are all my topics that I had for today. So, this is the question part of the pod, usually where I read questions or I posted a question thing, and, you know, I would read the questions that people post. But now, since it's a live episode, I figured I'd just sit here and wait for somebody to ask me a question. But it's only like, I don't know, what's that? 3 of you motherfuckers watching right now. So if one of you 3 motherfuckers want to ask me a question, go ahead and ask me. I'll just sit here and make noises. Alright, I'm not going to do that for long. But, yeah. Yeah, I'll just sit here for a couple seconds to see if anybody wants to ask me anything. If not, we will end this episode. Yeah, so doesn't look like we're gonna get any questions. Nope. So, alright, there we go. I'm gonna shut up though. those are all my questions, and those are all my topics, and no damn questions for today, you niggas. But that's okay. Make sure you like, comment, share, follow, subscribe, retweet. Thanks, baby. Your wife loves you the mostest, no questions, just facts. That's very beautiful, very lovely, but it's not the truth. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, retweet, repost, all of that good stuff for this podcast so this podcast can grow. The song of the day is My Girlfriend featuring Little Bear by me, HeIsMellowD, of course. I want you to make it a great day or not. The choice is yours, little bitch.
Look, I ate that pussy from the back when I'm smoking on the back. I see my old flex and I ain't even want her back, cause my new bitch all that. So I call her Lori Beth. She a porn star with the neck and rock my name around her neck. I ate that pussy from the back, friend like three. My girlfriend like three. Hey, look. Look, big sack of trees make me feel like Paul Bunyan. Remember days smoking dimes and I'm on smoking out the onion. Button up my shirt and tuck it. Grip is proper, that's a fact. Yo, bitch want me to crack her back, break her off and pass her back. Then I hit my dance, my jack, moonwalking to the money. Bitches claiming that they love me, but they just love the stroke, cause they boyfriends just be jokes. I don't snort no lines of coke. Man, these niggas don't want smoke, cause I'll kill a nigga if provoked. Whoa, cruising in a Chevy, bank account on hefty. My pre-rolls, yeah, they heavy, and my bitch, she looks so healthy. Don't guess me up, I'm always empty. Usually right, but I'm a lefty. Feel like SpongeBob, bitch, I'm ready for whatever God has in store for me. If it's beefy, coming 30 deep. Tennis chains, they choking me. Bad bitch, yeah, she all on me. Don't want her unless she eat pussy, cause my girlfriend like threesome. Marijuana, weed smoke, all up in my system. We fuck on then that pussy from the back when I'm smoking on the back. I see my old flex and I ain't even want her back, cause my new bitch all that. So I call her Lori Beth. She a porn star with the neck and rock my name around her neck. I ate that pussy from the back, friend like threesome. My girlfriend like threesome.
Yeah. Hey, look. Yeah, his girlfriend like threesomes. I just need about threesomes. Baddest little bitches in the world, get my feet wet. Diving off the deep end, now a nigga seasick. Now I'm fucking bitches on a boat, on a capstan. No, it ain't no lack. When I caught you capping, remove you from my section. This life here a blessing. I feel like you've been testing my patience. I won't mess with this shit could get messy. Y'all niggas don't impress.
Pussy from the back when I'm smoking on the pack. I see my old flex and I ain't even want her back, cause my new bitch all that. So I call her Lori Beth. She a porn star with the neck and rock my name around her neck. I hit that pussy from the back, friend like threesome. My girlfriend like threesome. My girlfriend like threesome. My girlfriend like threesome.